This thing's aggravating me to death. Tracy, do you have any suggestions for me? I can't. The picture is way far over to the right, and the live stream is literally chat is literally cut off, so I'm not seeing what people are saying. There doesn't seem to be a way to move it over. And it's just bizarre. I've never seen this happen before. I even changed the chat size. Not the chat size, the font size down to medium, and it's not helping either. You know what? I don't know what I do with my phone. Let's see. Oh, there it is. I could read it on my phone, huh? Well, there's a will, there's a way, right, guys? Ah, my nose is itching off. I'm on the computer. Okay. Turn the volume off because I'm sorry I made it squeal. Thank you for sticking with me. This is kind of weird. Trying to learn how to do this new computer is a little crazy. Anyways, I had a really rough night last night. I don't know if I'm catching what the kids got or what, but I'm just not together today. I literally slept past my designated time to go to therapy. My alarm didn't go off, and I'm just out there today. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know if you knew it, but the grandkids were sick. First, Laura got sick. I want to say it was Thursday. And then in about 11 o'clock Friday evening, Lance got sick. And he ran a fever and was up all night long. Friday night. So, sorry guys. But, we've been going like crazy. He took me down after church yesterday to another bee thingy, and this time we made nukes. So I got that really short video coming out probably tonight, and a few things going on. He won the raffle silent auction, whatever it's called. So he was able to buy a beehive with no bees, of course, um, for for him to start his bees. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm just really foggy today. I just can't think straight. Let's see here. um. Oh, I'm glad you liked the bee video. I'm telling you, Teresa, I can't wait. I hope that you get to go with your former friend that does the bees, and I hope you get to learn from him, because I'm telling you, firsthand, it is so totally different. Now, yesterday we made nukes, and I'm hoping that if I get enough knowledge, and they're supposed to give me the measurements and everything of how they made the nukes, I would like to make some of those nukes and probably sell them. Oh, okay, cool. I haven't been on the Marco, so I'll have to check that out. I forgot I cooked my eggs and bacon this morning, and I left my phone in the kitchen. I'm telling you, I just ain't with it. I went outside and I was feeding the chicks this morning, and one of them got out, and I was chasing it around like a chicken with my head cut off, and I just never did catch it. So I said, you know what? Why am I chasing this one stinking little monster when, hey, he can stay out there and play with the big chickens, right? Charlotte gave it a little peck. I forgot to put up my video about my little Tiny. Tiny went to go and live with David. So I may put that up too if I have a day that I'm not got anything going up. But it'll be an older video because it was last week. I think it was Friday he took her home. No, it was Saturday he took her home. But I did the video, I think, on Thursday or Friday. I don't remember. But anyways, so I finally figured out, I believe that it's the squirrels that are getting all my seeds, or it could be rats. We're not really sure. We have had problems with rats here in the past, so we shall see. I don't know what to do about that. We are we've got bait sent out for them and traps and stuff like that, but I have so much compost and and you know, I throw out corn and stuff like that for the chickens, so they have plenty of vegetables, and they got fruit from the trees that they get a hold of, so we just have to keep killing them. Probably shouldn't say that word, huh? But they're a nuisance, and they bring nastiness, so we have to get rid of them. But we've got something else that's tunneling, and I mean, the tunnels are really big and really deep into the ground back through the whole yard. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if we have another possum, and I just haven't seen him. But he hasn't tried to get any of my chickens or anything, so I don't know if they do. Um, he's being very, very good, I should say. So how's work going, Teresa? I'm very thankful I don't have the children today. I honestly don't think I could have done it today. My brain is in a fog. I don't know what's going on. I found out how to make some lemongrass oil, so I'm gonna try to fuse that together. We're gonna probably buy some lemongrass because um, mine's died back and it's just now starting to come out again. So I don't want to try to disturb it too much. And Teresa, I wanted to ask you: do you have comfrey growing in pots, or do you only have it growing in the ground? Because it seems to me like the comfrey that I get that's growing in pots, which I thought it would do better, it is not doing good. It keeps dying back, and I'm not really getting any harvest off of it. I don't think this is going to be a very good stream today. Nobody's really coming in. Of course, they do generally come in later on. Oh well. I'll just run it till it's time to close, I guess. Anyways, um, I got some exciting stuff though. Uh, the Christmas cactus that I think it's a Christmas cactus that Miss Lily gave me is doing fantastic, and I am seeing blooms all over it. It's just absolutely the coolest. So I should have some nice pretty blooms soon. Um, my sister seemed to be doing better, and now she's not doing so good again. Of course, she can't, you know, she can't behave herself. She's lets back on one medicine or does this or does that, and it changes the way she's healing. I worry so bad about her. But you can't run other people's lives, right? My seedlings are doing much better. David caught, he was back there weed whacking for me, and I told him about this tomato plant, but he had a brain freeze moment, I guess, and forgot about it and pushed the thing over that I was protecting it with and zapped it down, not knowing it was tomato plant. And I was able to get the tops of it. He didn't actually chew those up. Too bad with the weed whacker. So I've got them put in little pots in the kitchen, and I'm hoping that they will come through and root. They're doing really well. They aren't even wilted. They were wilted at first, and now they're not wilted at all. So I'm hoping that they'll root, and I'll have some of those. Those were the tomatoes that I thought were the tomatoes from Holland and Lily. So I'm excited to get those growing. And I still have some of those tomatoes. I don't know if they'll be able to be viable, the seeds in those tomatoes. But I'd like to get those going too. Ah, my nose is itching bad. That means somebody's coming to see me, right? No. That's an old wives' tale my grandmother used to tell. And mine is all the pollen and the dust and stuff. We got seeds started this weekend in between all the craziness here. Oh, cool. I know you said on your video that he brought you in um, the seed trays and stuff, and that was just the cutest. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad he did that for you. Yeah, you too, huh? Isn't it kind of cool what our um people, our grandparents or our parents or whatever used to tell us all the time. I kind of like wives' tales. Some of them are true though, but some of them ain't. But I just been kind of out there today. I need to get myself together and do something with the day since I don't have the kids. Yeah, I do believe a lot of them. This nose one, though, it has been literally one that has been true to form a lot of times. But I don't know. We'll see today if I get any visitors. I had some bad news happen Valentine's Day. It was a rough day for me because of Linda and it being her birthday. But I had some good things happen too. Um, but let me go for the bad things first. I got a phone call from uh, Ashley's biological father. Um, um, he was my ex-husband's brother, and there's only a few in that family of the siblings left. But he called me and he said, I'm sorry to call you with bad news. And I said, oh, what is that? Because I never know what he's going to say to me. I guess my other brother-in-law, Bert, who had been calling me every once in a while, David, he stopped here one day and he got my phone number from David. So he he had called me a couple weeks ago and he said he wanted his sister's phone number. So I gave him his sister's phone number and we talked for probably about 15-20 minutes. And he seemed to be doing good, but unfortunately, all the boys in that family have drug issues. So um, they found him behind a what do you call it, where they buy alcohol, liquor store, in a unconscious, and come to find out he had a lot of drugs in his system and alcohol. And anyways, it was really kind of rough to find that out. So now for the good news. Because Mike called Ashley called me, and because we had texted, and I let her know that I loved her and I missed her and everything, because that's the day I adopted her, is on Valentine's Day. So she said, Mom, what are you doing in the next half an hour? And I said, not a thing. I'm just hanging out here with the kids. The kids are down for a nap. So she said, well, I'm coming up to see you. I said, okay. So she came up and she brought me some beautiful flowers. Yes, I do need to get some rest. But I've got so much stuff to do, Teresa. My yard looks like a dump. And I swear I don't know where all this stuff comes from. Every time I turn around, Lance has got something else dragging it around, making trash look in my yard. It just drives me crazy. So I had a pretty good time with Ashley, and then David came up, and then later on in the night, um, Becky came and got a Laura and took her to ballet, and Lance stayed here with me. And then she brought Laura back. And then Lance, poor little dude, got sick. So, unfortunately. But he's doing better now, thank goodness. I think they just pass it from one to another to another. I don't know where it came from. I'm hoping my other grandkids don't get sick, because we were with them Thursday, I think, so that my son and his wife could go to a funeral of a really good friend of my son's and his wife, of course. But this dude was a veteran and a very, very cool guy, and he'd been like an uncle to all the kids that my kids grew up with. Yes, that was super sweet of Ashley. Sometimes she's really, really, really super sweet. And of course, sometimes she's not, but she knows sometimes that I need a little bit of extra love, and she really came through and brightened my day. um, so I don't know if you were on here, Teresa, when I said I gifted David my little tiny, who was escaping and who had gotten some of the I believe she got some of the seedlings. It may have been the squirrel the whole time. The squirrels have been getting into um the vertic the stand planters, whatever they're called. I don't know what they're. We made our own little planter type things that stand up on the pole. the squirrels were digging in there and they just absolutely would not. They were relentless. So I've got somewhere something. I don't know what I did with it. I put it back because I said I'm going to need this come springtime. It's a netting type stuff to go over all the plants and stuff, so that nothing gets it. And it was netting to go over the area where I keep the birds so that the hawk wouldn't get in. But I don't know what I did with it. I swear, senility's running through rampant with my brain. One of these days, I'm gonna get rid of all this excess crap around here and clean out and get rid of everything. But then I know I'm gonna have to pay for stuff I need again. So it's kind of hard to give away stuff that you know you're gonna use. But I got just too much stuff. Um, I'm looking forward to canning some stuff. I've got a couple of things I want to can some more broth, and I don't know if I may put some. I've got so much little chicken bits and stuff on that. Do you have to strain out the meat from the broth? Me too. I'm absent-minded lately, more so when I'm having more sugar and carbs. Yeah, and I started drinking coffee with creamer. I'm not drinking any sugar in it, but it is the vanilla creamer. So I know there's sugar in it because I don't have to put sugar in it. So maybe that's probably part of it. And I have not been doing very good on my diet like I want to be. So I have to break down and be more specific. I'm losing weight, but I just don't think I'm doing enough uh, to you know I don't think I'm doing enough that I need to do for the diet. And I think I'm, how you say, I think I'm stretching a little bit because of the drinking, because I have to drink so much. I don't think I'm processing my liquids like I should. But we'll see. I just want to be finished with doctors. I am so over this doctor stuff. I went from not seeing doctors at all to all the time seeing doctors, and it's crazy. I'm bringing plants and stuff in the house too to help with getting enough clean air and stuff like that. But I gotta dust the fans. Oh, they're so bad, and I'm dreading that. I was going to do that earlier, but I was laying in bed and I was looking at the fan and I'm going, okay, so right now I'm dizzy whenever I get up. If I get up on this bed and I try to do that and I fall, I'm going to fall into the dresser or on that concrete floor and I'm going to hurt myself, and I don't want to do that. So I decided against cleaning the fans this morning, but I really need to clean my fan in the bedroom. When I do that, I I immediately take off the sheets and the pillowcases and everything, and wash everything so that it gets rid of all the dust that comes down, you know, because fans, they accumulate a lot of dust. And because I got all my windows open now, well, not all of them, I have plenty of windows open, but I'd like to have more since it's getting up in the 85s. But it's crazy, totally crazy. I I literally have to rescreen some windows and stuff like that. Yeah, I think spring's coming very early too, and I think unfortunately we are going to have the temperature breaking summer because when it's hot like this, it really is bad for the next um, season. So then I think next winter it's going to be really, really, really cold, which ain't good for all my tropicals, but it is what it is. I have no mangoes. I'm brokenhearted over that. I was hoping to bring some mangoes to the picnic, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. I'm going to hopefully have time this week to pull out all the mangoes in the other deep freezer and thank you, and make mango jam with that. So that'll free up some space because I want to literally grow and can as much as I can this and freeze of food that I can. I'm so excited about this year's growing. I just can't wait. Um and hey, I want you to check out um a channel that I am friends with. You'll just love this lady. Um I think her name is Cheryl's Food Forest. I'll send you a thing to her channel. Let me see if I can't find it here. Let's see. Our inbox. She is a really cool channel. I meant to tell you about her before. Cheryl's Organic Food Forest. She's changing her channel a little bit from totally gardening to adding on what do you call them? Canning videos and such. I really like this lady. Um, so let's see here. How do I find myself again? There we go. Back up here again. I really think you'll like her. I like the food forest stuff. And also want to watch more prepping. You know, and that's kind of cool. She had this really neat idea, Teresa, um, to cut her cost on lighting and stuff like that. She got these lights from Amazon um, that are floodlights, and they're solar floodlights. Literally, she's put them inside her house so that she's not using electricity in the house as much. And I think that is the coolest thing. And Buddy and they lit up. So I think it's really cool that she's able to do that. She's living on a fixed income like I am, and um, she's just got some really neat ideas and some really different kind of growing things. Now she lives in Texas, so she's got a little bit different climate than you do, but she does get really cold weather there where she's at. Um, More than I do. She's got kind of in between our weather. So I really do think that you'll enjoy her videos. And let's see. Anyways, it doesn't look like we're going to get any more friends on here, so I think I'm going to cut it short for today. And as soon as I get out of this stupid job, I'm going to do more stuff like that when I have time to set it all up and do things. Yeah, cool. I personally think that you and I should do some cool videos and stuff that whenever I come up. Um, and I was thinking, since I'm coming up there in September, if you guys wanted to bring, if you wanted me to bring my chicken plucker and y'all do some broilers, I would gladly help. I don't know if David will help or not. I'm pretty sure he will. He's pretty good about stuff like that. But if you guys wanted to do some broilers in time and around that time, um, we could hang out and do some um, you know, freezer camps. You know what I'm trying to say. And we could talk more about that on Marco. So, well, girl, I'm gonna get off here. I've bent your ear enough, and I appreciate you staying on here. And I guess because I didn't come on time, and I've had trouble with my stinking computer, I'm probably lacking in people's interest today. So, um, hopefully next week they'll be back on again. I'll get more. I'll put out a thing. I didn't even put out a thing. I just wasn't with it today. So, anyways, I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Can you stay? I may take vacation time then. Well, I don't have any. I can stay as long as I need to. Um, Now we'll have to find some way of somebody taking care of our animals, but we'll talk about that on Marco. Okay, love you, girl. I'm gonna end this now. I'll talk to you later.